Okay, so
All
like
right.
I was saying about
Yeah.
Joe Biden, he was running for vice president.
Hold on, it's circling. All right, sorry again.
So when I saw Joe Biden, what happened was with the Tredegar Ironworks, and they said before Joe Biden comes out, we have a musical guest here, is John Cougar Mellencamp, and
Okay,
he
yeah.
sang a few songs, like 5 songs with just as a guitar. And his girlfriend at the time was Meg Ryan. She was in the audience. They said nobody recognized her, but she was in the audience. I didn't see her, and I would have heard her like fake an orgasm. I want what she's having. So anyway, so I got to see John Cougar for the first.
Give me a
for free.
Give me a Kazi Kama.
Yeah. So then Joe. Now, I don't know why they picked me. I guess I was charming enough, but they before Biden came out, they said we want people behind Biden that look kind of photogenic. Every time you see the president or a guy running for president, those people that are like waving flags and stuff like that, those people are picked beforehand because they want them to look to show that he's with cool people.
Right.
But it's the worst place to see the show because all you see the whole time is the back of his head. You can't take any good pictures or anything. And I turn around and to take a good picture. So it wasn't until really it was over that I climbed over a few people and just pushed my way to the front while he was shaking hands and leaving. Yeah. So.
Well, there you go. So that was in the Tredegar Ironworks,
where you see the
2012, right?
The folk festival.
2012.
Yes.
2012. That's the second term.
Second term of
Obama and
yeah.
Biden. Yeah. All right. So that's
and Biden probably should have ran after that. Hillary.
Well, no. I mean, Hillary was the one.
But Hillary. I didn't know. I'm starting to wonder. They said that if Elizabeth Warren could have beat Trump or Bernie Sanders could have beat Trump, but they said we better put all our might behind Biden because he could beat him the best. As it turned out, we needed every vote possible because
Hillary
Biden
should have beaten Trump and should have beaten Trump. We know that that was just a little bit of trickery right there, but we know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, after the 4 years that were there, after they had their sample hors d'oeuvres of Trump, that he would be a one-term president. I knew he would be a one-term president, and I knew that Biden was the best out of all of them. I believe this fully that Biden was the only one that could have beaten him.
Do you know that Trump is the first sitting president to ever lose the popular vote twice? He also was certainly the first one to be impeached twice. But what's kind of neat is that somebody told him about statistics about voting. Said that the Republicans have only won one popular vote election since George Bush.
Right.
The first George Bush won, but ever since then, Clinton, Obama, or Al Gore, or Biden or Hillary have won the popular vote.
Right. We've had this discussion before, and we argue this point about to impeach is to remove. So he wasn't impeached to be removed, but he was on the verge of being it. And now, what's going on right now in Congress? If the Republicans go against it, and the Republicans go against him being impeached, then that's going to give him free clearance to run in 24.
Well, he
24
the end result the Democrats want is that he is completely removed as president, meaning that he cannot run again, he will not get his pension again, and everything. We've never removed a president from office before, and this would be the closest thing. And he probably, sadly, because there's only 5 out of 50 senators are voting for his removal. They need the Democrats need 67 votes. They can get the 50, and they need another 7. They need another 12.
They got 5 Republicans, right?
Yeah, so
they got 5 Republicans, so they need
somebody.
So they need
So what happened was
they need 12. They need 12 more.
But
12 more Republicans to go in their favor.
But you have to remember something. If they acquit him, as they did last time, what will happen is that he will be flexing his muscles and say, "Okay, here's 2024. I'm going to win in a landslide." You haven't seen the end of Donald Trump.
Well,
but hopefully, which seems unlikely now, we may not have seen the end of Donald Trump. The only thing that we have in both Biden, if you don't like Biden, if you don't like Trump, their ages are probably.
But again,
against them.
I'll say this again: Biden was the only Dem that could have beaten Trump out of the ones they had. Biden was the only one that could have beaten Trump, and I'll say that with a straight face.
And he did.
But and he did, and he did it quite convincingly.
Yeah.
Quite convincing. God damn it.
Just ignore it. We have a show to do. What is he calling us? We have a show
So okay, we've been cut off. Not.
That didn't actually. The audience never saw.
Well, we've been cut off, but we get back
We
on.
saw
But we're back on like we always are.
Yeah.
So that being said, we know about that, and so yeah, and so tonight we had a Super Bowl. Some people would call it a bowl of mushrooms and a bowl of soup, but we call it a Super Bowl. Now, I could have had some Chunky's bowl of soup also as I'm watching the Super Bowl.
I think they should get forget about the Super Bowl. They should get the two worst teams to play the toilet bowl.
Yeah. And every year it'd be Washington and whoever. It'd be Washington and somebody
And the
else.
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. No.
Except not this year.
Cleveland Browns actually
Did very
had
well,
had a good year.
Yeah.
So you could say Washington and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh yeah.
Washington and the Cincinnati Bengals and whatnot. Casey, our good friend, he says, okay, good haircut, Kevin.
I got it. At $6 at Great Clips. Go ahead.
He says if Trump runs, Dems win. Now, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. And he also said good discussion. And he said, George, flagellate and masturbate. Well, I will flagellate and masturbate to all of the women out there because that's what I do. That's my hobby. Yeah. I will masturbate and masturbate till I go blind.
The guy got in trouble on the Zoom doing that. The guy who reported on the O.J. Simpson, Jeffrey Toobin. He didn't know the camera was still on him on Zoom, and he got fired from the New Yorker.
He was clogging his tubing.
He was
clogging his tubing.
He was tooting his tubing.
He was stopping his tubing. He was blowing his tubing. Hey, look at me! I'm blowing my tubing.
He was tickling.
I just don't know that I will sit here and have hemorrhoids and blow my tubing. Yes, I will sit here before cancer treatment and have my hemorrhoids and blow my tubing.
He tickled the pickle.
That makes me cough when I do that voice.
He was jerking the gherkin.
Jerking the gherkin. What is gherkin? Skin?
Gherkin is a pickle.
I thought gherkin was extra skin.
I don't know what gherkin is.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never. I usually try to figure out the etymology of words. I don't know what gherkin. It must be like a German word or something.
All right. Okay. Well, I just got to look at the whatever the Webster's dictionary and figure these things out, or Google. Yeah. Google works just as good.
That's what's great on the internet. You can always find out these things. Facts.
All right, we actually have two people that are sitting there watching us.
Just when I must take off, but it was a wonderful Super Bowl party.
Well, we have that. You give me 5 minutes, and you can be gone. Give me 5 minutes of your time. We'll call it. Casey is still chirping here. Chirping. He says, "Hey, Birkin." Could be a Merkin. Could be a gremlin, as far as. Casey, we were talking about these little furry animals. These little squirrels and gerbils. And we advise the people out there, do not use these gerbils for doing that, because that's cruelty to animals. So Richard Gere, when you had that gerbil eat your bunghole out, that is cruelty to animals. Don't do that.
You got it.
And I don't know. So Casey, did you catch that? Take notes now, because we are going to have a test next week. All right, we are in February. It is, we're not quite 100 days. We have 30 days. This is 30 days. No, it has not even been 30
28 days.
28 days.
February.
No, I'm talking about...
It's Black History Month.
I'm talking about how many days that we had with
Show you how rough black people have it in America. They give African Americans their African History Month 1 month a year, and they pick the shortest month of the year.
Right. We've had 11 days of Biden, right?
That's a Dick Gregory joke, huh?
We've had 11 days of Biden, right?
And they've been joyful and everything. Yeah.
We're going to have more days of Biden. It's going to be the ride in the 2020s. It's going to be Biden time throughout. We're going to have the ride through Biden, and Biden is going to rule this world.
We Biden our time with Biden.
That's right. We're going to do that. And have you mastered his voice?
No, not
You
really.
mastered his voice?
I gotta do that.
Okay. That's no malarkey that way. That's no malarkey.
I will work on that. I will work on. I can do Trump, but I can't do. I used to be able to do Trump, but now Biden is the guy you have to imitate now.
Now you can't do what I'm telling you to do. I've got hemorrhoids, and you can't do Rush. I have hemorrhoids, and I'm now eating my mush.
Remember last year, Rush got the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
I mean, what a travesty that was. I mean, is David Duke going to get the Nobel Peace Prize now?
Probably that's either him or the Viking. They sat on the White House. You know those insurrectionists.
Those insurrectionists.
The insurrectionists, the Viking.
Oh, those guys! They thought. I guess
Yeah.
they're actually they feel betrayed by Trump because they thought they were going to build. They were going to build statues of those guys on Monument Avenue or one of these places, and now they're all being arrested and being a lot of those guys we found out didn't even vote. They just were there just to cause trouble.
Listen, they're not patriots, they're terrorists.
They're chumps.
Hey, QAnon, listen to me. You're not patriots, you're terrorists. And I don't know what more to say about that. That's what you all are. You're not Americans, you're anti-Americans if you don't support. When Trump was president, I supported him. You supported him. We may not like it that he was president, but I supported him. You support him.
Yes.
President who is in office, you support. President that's in office, you support your presidente.
And then if you don't like them, then when the time comes, you vote against
Now
them.
we have 3 people watching us. Isn't that we're it's now happy
Not
days?
my problem.
3 people now watch us. That's happy days.
If three people are happy with anything I say, then I'm not doing a very good job. I want millions of people to enjoy what I have to say.
Listen, it takes time, man. It's like building the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time.
All right.
February is here. We are in February. We're taking it off, putting it back on. Ladies out there, put your hand on the screen and feel the power of my voice, because I am telling you what is causing all this.
Mm-hmm.
One Mona Lisa. I know you gotta go.
Go ahead.
One Mona. I mean, you gotta
Keep going.
One Mona Lisa, one Leaning Tower of Pisa, and only one Gorgeous George. Believe it or not. Another 3 segments, but that's okay. We're here. I am what is causing all this, and the book is completed. The book will soon be out at Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. Because you know why? Because I am what's causing all this, because I said so. I am what's causing all this. Next time, we'll see ya. Bye-bye. All right. Well,
Want the beard? Want me to take